The Titans and the Ravens know each other well, and they are similar defensively. They met in Week 5 in Baltimore, with Tennessee winning 13-10, and that score came as no surprise. Both teams were strong defensively then, and they finished the season the same way. The Titans allowed the second fewest points per game in the NFL, while the Ravens finished third.
I think what we'll see from Tennessee and Baltimore is a battle in the trenches where the defenses and the offensive lines are going to dictate what happens. This is going to be a brutal game. Very, very physical right from the outset. Neither team likes each other. And they played the similar type of game during the season in which a penalty against Terrell Suggs of Baltimore wound up being the turning point, and it was a terrible call, which the NFL later acknowledged.
That call against Suggs, roughing the passer, kept the winning drive by quarterback Kerry Collins alive. And that's the kind of aggressive play one can always expect from the Ravens. In the team's first meeting, Collins was picked off twice. Turnovers will, as always, be a key in this playoff meeting.
No one in the league does a better job at forcing turnovers than the Ravens, as they showed last week against a Miami team that had led the league in not giving the ball away. Well, it could be the same thing this week. The Ravens are going to try to force the Titans into situations they don't want to be in, where Terry Collins has to throw the ball more often than he'd like. They will also try to go for the ball when Lendell White is carrying it, specifically because he can have trouble sometimes holding on to the ball. If the Ravens don't get some turnovers, they could be in trouble in this game.
In the first game, the Titans trailed 10-3 after three quarters before scoring the final 10 points to win it. Collins was masterful in the game-winning drive, which culminated with an 11-yard scoring pass to Algie Crumpler.
Collins has performed very well this year after taking over for Vince Young. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He reads the field very well. He will not be rattled all that much by Baltimore's staunch defense. Of course, though, if you start hitting Collins quite a bit, he then can be forced into some bad throws, and that's what the Ravens are probably counting on.
As for the Ravens, Joe Flacco was an untested rookie during that October game. But after 11 wins and a playoff win last weekend in Miami, he's not anymore.
The talk about Joe Flacco being a caretaker quarterback as a rookie for Baltimore should be discarded now. He's no longer really a rookie. He's had his 16 full games in a playoff game. But the defense he goes up against in Tennessee this week is much tougher than the one he went up against in Miami. He needs to make some plays this time, not just be handing the ball off and making some short passes.
The first game was a blue-collar battle with 21 penalties called. This week's game in Nashville has the potential to be no different. Jack Briggs, The Associated Press.